Oh, speaking of ruining the country, what's his name? The guy that looks like a turtle, Mitch McConnell. He totally had like a full-on stroke the other day, right?
That was great.
It happened once, and I don't think it's excusable even once. But
stroke out once.
Everybody has a weird moment every now and then. It's like, maybe his was caught on camera. Maybe he doesn't frequently go into fugue states. But it happening twice in front of the camera means it's happening all the time. He's shutting down and is unresponsive. Like all day. All day it must be happening if they've caught it twice at press conferences.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I love the press's reaction. They're just like staring in silence. Like, you guys aren't at church. You're supposed to say something like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on? Why is this senator doing this? Can somebody please fucking explain why this asshole is in the Senate? Why is everyone pretending like this is acceptable or normal or tolerable at all?
This guy shouldn't run a lemonade stand." Like somebody say something.
That's what it should be.
Somebody say something here.
His office released an official statement, and I wish I could get the exact quote, but it was fishy as fuck to me.
It was written by
they listed the things
it's
that
asinine.
They listed the things that he doesn't have. So they're like, rest assured, Mitch McConnell does not have HIV or multiple sclerosis. He's gonna finish out his term. And I'm like, but he's got something.
Whoa, that leaves a lot of doors open for what's wrong with Mitch McConnell.
It's like the
conspiracy.
NASA, we will not get to Mars sooner than 2025 statement.
If I had a talk, if I was like a Tucker Carlson or somebody, I'd have a 30-minute show every night called "What's Wrong with Mitch," and we just make shit up about. It could be a sort of a Manchurian candidate situation gone wrong. I think for sure, some sort of CIA black book type situation. They fried his mind.
He's an old
wild
man.
that he's a leader and that he's making decisions that matter.
Dude, there's like 5 of these fuckers that are barely alive,
stroking
out.
What did they do
with Feinstein? Didn't they do something with Feinstein?
No, I think she's still serving.
I think they exhumed her and wheeled her back on the fucking.
She could do shit.
See,
I love the idea that they have to find something for us to know about. Like, well, guys, here we've got news from the doctor. I don't even need fucking news from the doctor. I saw what happened there.
Yeah,
get him out of there.
You can't do it. You can't do it, and I don't even know what it is, but I promise you, we can't.
And
he can't drive.
Really,
he can't drive heavy machinery. Get him out.
Republicans and Democrats both have people who are too old for their jobs,
for sure. And just like not with it anymore.
They should be able to tell me what kind of pudding they want. If you can't tell me what flavor pudding you want, sir, you're out.
I have higher expectations. You know what?
Last chance.
Would you trust them to drive? That's my line. Would you trust them to drive? Would you put McConnell behind a wheel? Biden, Trump, Feinstein?
I like this system.
Feinstein?
Yeah.
All women ineligible for Congress.
the Masterson solution.
Would you watch them opening your car door? Get rid of them.
Would you loan them?
That's a good reference. Yeah. Would you watch them opening your car door? Every fucking time I've ever every time a woman ever opens a car door in my presence, I'm like, let's see how she handles this. I've seen girls, and it'll be their car, but they'll just like whip that bitch open, and I'm like,
ooh. Oh man, you didn't even look if there was a parking meter there or anything.
Anything could have been there.
Or like it hits the end of the rocker, and I'm like, I know that you didn't know it would hit the end of the rocker like that. You are lucky it didn't flip over and then hit that brick wall.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Little dents on cars irk me. And curved wheels on a girl's car is usually a good indication too. I hear, maybe sometimes.
I bet Mitch McConnell's car there's no hubcaps.
He's got feelers on him. Those little things.
That guy's hitting every single curb at the drive-through, just slamming.
Driving's not a great line for them.
Now I'm catching strays here, Kyle. I'm Taylor.
None of these guys drive though. Like
if Joe Buck pulled that, like if a sports announcer was like the pit and then just didn't say anything for 9 seconds, like ESPN would have a call with that guy and be like, we cut to you in the booth and you're alarming people watching the baseball game, Mr. Buck. Like, are you all right? We're gonna send you in, have a neurologist look at you, because when you're calling a baseball game, you shouldn't have 20 seconds of silence as you drool on yourself. like that. Any job. What's a job that you can just for 20 seconds? For this one, if one of us was in the middle of a sentence, Like,
I take it back. You can't do it.
People would know.
It would be bizarre. And we would like if Woody had went into a fugue state, we'd be like, all right, Zach, would you stop? Let's stop. Woody, are you okay? Like, really? We'd have to stop and check on Woody. We wouldn't continue.
Yeah.
Like, Woody, you got to call somebody. I think.
Does anybody have another question? That was their response. That one was a stumper. Are you running again? Oh man, that was a real fucking brain buster. Clearly,
his staff.
Something about colors, maybe.
His staff seemed to be really like, I don't know, with it and used to this situation. Like they were like, all right, it's happening again. I wonder how often it happens because he's not on camera most of the time. If it happened twice on camera, it must have happened 30 times off camera.
Oh, I'm sure. Like you could see like Feinstein's, like her staffers, like more like nurses at this point, like wheeling her around, and it's like that lady has a diaper bag, like they've got a bottle, like not a bottle, but like no, they've got like bags of like supplies.
Can you imagine the changing table that they flip her up on? They just go in the gas station, will flop Diane Feinstein up on that thing. I mean, it'd be easy.
Are those things?
All right, Senator, it's time.
Can a grown man sit on the koala tables for changing babies? Are they that strong?
I don't think you should.
I mean, the adult baby diaper wearers of America petitioned a few years ago to increase the standards. And so, yes, they all have to be able to support a full-grown 250-pound infant.
Yes, that's the way America's going.
I guess a full-grown infant, it sounds technically correct to me.
Thank you.
A fully grown infant.
You mean a man? Yes, I'm changing a grown man's diaper.
Oh, it supports 200 pounds. Well, Feinstein will be fine. She's not that heavy.
She'll be fine.
Ooh, yeah. Guess who can sit on the baby changing station again? This guy.
Put that on your Tinder profile. Must be able to lay on a baby changing station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
With me.
What dating apps do you find yourself utilizing the most these days, Taylor? Is it as I suggested that perhaps Tinder is the more raunchy of the sites, whereas Bumble or Hinge lean more toward lean more toward the serious relationship?
I mean, I have all three of those. Those are the only three I have, but
those are the classy ones.
There's a vibe to Hinge that it's a little more serious. But then on Tinder, it does not feel that way really, and you get some interesting.
I feel like the average girl on Hinge is like a dental assistant, and the average girl on Tinder is a whore.
I mean, every once in a while, you see a bio that's just like shocking, where it's like I've looking for
in the profile.
Are there hot singles in my area that want to fuck for real? Is that what Tinder is?
That's Adult Friend Finder.
Because
that is also a real thing, I'm told.
Adult Friend Finder? That doesn't even sound like a dating app. That just sounds like a hookup app, even more than Tinder.
I think so. I thought it was like just those porn ads you get sometimes on the internet. Like, are you looking for horny singles near you? There's the funny one. It's like, who do they think I am? They're like, there's ugly grannies near you that want to fuck. And it's like, I'm not looking for ugly grannies.
But think about how
like Pornhub, all the ads are for other 50-year-olds, and I'm like, this is just disheartening.
Lisa Ann, that's your girl. That's my favorite, older than Lisa Ann. She is the Sarah Palin lookalike, like way too big titties for your liking. But she did that porno called Nailin' Palin, where she does the full Sarah Palin get up and she fucks a couple Ruskies who've come across the border. Is
that really what that is?
You can see him from her backyard.
She fucks.
Well, that's how it begins. That's the first scene. She fucks a couple Ruskies. I think she goes on, and I think there's like a I'm forgetting who ran that year against Obama. John McCain. There's like a John McCain look. I think they get everybody worked in. She probably fucks an Obama lookalike by the end. You know, she makes the rounds. It's a long movie.
McCain lookalike. I don't like that.
Well, you know, just a bald guy with a big dick. Really, that's probably what they went for.
Okay. He can't lift his arms up over his head when he's getting blown.
And McCain in a little cage like Vietnam.
He gets a dick sticking out. Okay.
He couldn't lift the one arm because the injuries or something. They had him dangled. You know, they put your arms behind your back. Now tie a rope to your hands. Now like suspend that person like that and leave him there for 2 days. That's what happened to John McCain.
That's why he couldn't.
I'm mixing up. Bob Dole had that too, and I thought maybe it was only him. Yeah, Bob Dole. He used to carry a pen in his hand constantly, and it would be almost like a social excuse, so he could shake with his left because his hand was fucked up.
Oh,
or his arm was fucked up.
You know, I think a problem we have is that maybe our elected officials aren't old enough. I think we should have Jimmy Carter run again. And he can campaign on having 20 more years of experience than the upstart 81-year-old Joe Biden. And vote for him. Like, why not? At this point, just fuck it.
That Reagan answer. Anyway. Remember the Reagan answer when they were like, Mr. Reagan, you're 20 years, your opponent's senior. And he's like, I will not let my opponent's inexperience be used against him in this race. And they're like, wait, what?
It was one of the better debate lines in history.
It's like, fuck. Just shut
and
that
great
whole
hair,
thing
as
down.
we remembered recently. Best president hair in the game.
Norwood 0.
Have we had a straight up? Who's the last totally bald president we've had? Has there ever been a total bald president?
Eisenhower.
Did he fully give up? I thought
John
he almost
Quincy
had a little
Adams, too.
like Costanza
around the
thing.
sides. Like no, Eisenhower was like gone.
Okay,
like he just had like he had like a Captain Picard at best.
Yeah.